Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back live from the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. It's all started here. We are underway for a cracker of a tournament as we have Emirates D10 2026 lined up for you. It's going to be a wonderful tournament. We have 6 teams participating. It will be a cracker of a contest as we have the first game where Dubai will be taking on Fujairah. Well, the weather's been pleasant. It's bright and sunny. It was a bit of overcast yesterday, a bit of rain, but today it looks absolutely brilliant for a good game of cricket. Let's find out what's the rectangular strip looks like. I've got Ahmed Khwaja out at the center with the pitch analysis.
It's a beautiful, crisp Monday afternoon here at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium, the home of cricket in the UAE as we call it, and it is the opening day of the 2026 Emirates D10. 4 matches to be played today, 10 overs aside. So let's take a look at the wicket here. It's wicket number 5 here at the center square. So it's smack down in the middle of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. So evenly sized boundaries on the offside and the onside as well. There is a bit of a breeze as you can see from my hair. So you just need to get it right with the new ball options here. Overall, in the 10 over format, it's always favorable to know your target. Look to chase. The pitch is not really going to change a lot. It's an absolute belter of a wicket. So you should be safe batting first and batting second as well.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja, for your insights. As we all know, it's the shortest format where the entertainment is guaranteed. Well, without wasting any of our time, let's head back again to Ahmed Khwaja as we have both the captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
Toss time for the opening fixture of the 2026 edition of the Emirates D10. We're coming to you live and exclusive from the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Alongside me are the 2 captains and the match referee. Of course, leading team Fujairah, we have exciting UAE all-rounder Zahid Ali. Leading team Dubai, of course, we have the dashing Ronak Panoli. And of course, our esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, is going to be Fujairah to flip the coin and Dubai to call. Heads is the call from the men in blue. Ronak Panoli, starting off in a winning fashion in terms of the toss. What have you decided?
Going to bat first. Looks like a pretty good wicket to bat on. Just want to put some runs on board and just start the tournament on a high. And hopefully our bowlers, which we have got a pretty strong bowling unit, can come and defend that in the second innings.
You had a wonderful tournament in the Emirates D20. We'll be looking to continue the good form in the D10 as well.
100%, one of my favorite formats as well. Just want to lead the side in the right direction, and I just want to make sure that we come here and play some fearless cricket as well, and hopefully we can go all the way this time.
And on a personal front, how is the batting form?
Been pretty good, feeling pretty good about my game as well, in a good space. I always love coming to Sharjah Cricket Stadium and playing some good cricket.
Well, we love to host you here. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Zahid Ali, unfortunately toss हार गए. अगर आप toss जीतते तो क्या plan था?
हमारा प्लान भी बॉलिंग का ही था.
चलिए बॉलिंग अब आ गई है तो अब क्या स्कोर उनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट करना चाहेंगे, क्या होगा सेफ स्कोर?
इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि 100 के नीचे से रहें. हमारी टीम अच्छी है, यंग लड़के हैं, सारे अंडर 19 बच्चे हैं, तो इंशाल्लाह अच्छा मैच मिल जाएगा.
काफ़ी देर बाद हम आपको फुजैरा के लिए देख रहे हैं. ऑफ कोर्स आप इंटरनेशनल टूर्स पे थे यूएई के साथ, आप डोमेस्टिक पे आ रहे हैं, कैसा फील कर रहे हैं?
देखें, डोमेस्टिक से हम लोग आगे गए हैं यूएई के लिए. इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि अभी दोबारा डोमेस्टिक में आएंगे तो अच्छा क्रिकेट खेलें.
ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर द गेम.
थैंक यू सर.
Right then, news from the center. It's Dubai who have won the toss and elected to bat first.
Well, the track looks absolutely belted. Looks like it's going to be there for you. We'll have a lot of runs on that particular surface, and without any hesitation, we've seen the skipper of Dubai opting to bat first. Let's have a look at the lineup. Ronak Panoli, the skipper of Dubai. Shane Saldana, good to see him back in the squad. Zainullah Rahman has been brilliant with the bat. Israr Ahmed, the man in form, who's been the spine of Dubai, I must say. Aditya Shetty, good to see the bowling all-rounder back in the team. Ali Nasser, the UAE cap player. The senior statesman, Ramesh Shahzad. Yuk Sharma was brilliant in the under-19 ACC Premier Cup. He joins the team as well. Nilansh Keswani, Sanchit Sharma, and Taimur Bhatti will complete the playing 11 for Team Dubai. And talking about Fujairah, Mohammad Rayan Khan, another under-19 cap player. Mohammad Sharik Lakhdawala, good to see the youngster in the team. Nurullah Ayubi, Madhav Manoj, Faisur Rahman, a lot of teenagers in the squad. Mustafa Hassan Ali. Zahid Ali will be leading the team as the skipper, Syed Zainullah. The left arm spinner, Nabil Aziz, Mohsin Mohammad, and a new entrant, Anas Malik, will conclude the playing 11 for Team Fujairah. So men in orange up against men in blue. As we've seen some destructive cricket being played by Team Dubai in the earlier edition of D20, they would look forward to continue their rich vein of form. As we've seen a lot of debutants in the UAE domestic circuit, especially in the D series, we've seen players in the D20, D10. We have a new voice in the comm box. Joining him in the comm box for the first time is Shweta. Shweta, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Emirates D10 tournament for the year 2026. You won't believe, guys, I am so excited. As a woman, I get to witness these handsome men play their shots, and I'm super pumped to watch things unfold, starting with my favorite power play to the crucial death overs. First over of the most awaited D series is yet to come. Domestic cricket at its finest. Team Dubai versus Team Fujairah it is.
Well, absolutely. Some senior statesmen from Team Dubai will be up against the youngsters. Well, when you say youngsters, they are full of energy. We've seen them demonstrating at the highest level at the age group cricket. It's good to see Yuk Sharma back into the side. He was brilliant with the ball in the ACC Men's Premier Cup, which they won against Nepal in the grand finale. Looking for some exciting cricket, Ronak Panoli, as we all know, is one such batter who likes to go big right from ball one.
The pitch really does look promising. It's hard and perfect for the batters and bowlers to play safely, and I'm actually looking forward for this tournament.
Yeah, looking at the field, typical field for Zahid. We'll have to wait if he's going to take the responsibility to bowl. They've got a wideish deep third and a deep square leg outside the 30-yard circle and a packed offside ring. The idea will be to bowl towards those off-stump channel.
Wishing the men in blue a good luck.
Zainullah, good to see him as well, has been scoring runs quite well in the UAE domestic circuit. There have been a lot of tournaments that have happened off late, contributing significantly for the team that he's played for. And Ronak Panoli and the other batter, Israr, also has been brilliant. Well, he's been the main influential catalyst for the team Dubai.
Very well said. And the men in orange, what I say, they are actually preparing themselves by passing the balls on and off. And this is what cricket is all about. Being all-rounders, no matter what happens.
It's the shortest format. We all love watching it. Empire calls it play. Ball number one underway as we have the men in orange up against the men in blue.
Let's go. Wow, what on earth did I witness?
But that's what Ronak Panoli is known for. Anything in his hitting arc, he will deposit it for a maximum. That was a brilliant start to the tournament. Fireworks on display right from ball one from Ronak Panoli.
Such a powerful power play it is.
In the slot, anything in the slot, he will ensure it will be punished. And that was delivery in his hitting arc, and he's accepted it with both hands, and immediately you could see the change in the field. Deep third drops back inside, and they have a wideish long on in place outside the 30-yard circle. Zahid Ali charging in. Played off the pads, will race away towards the boundary, and that will be a no ball. Free hit on offer.
And that's 5 whole runs. Wow. This is actual power play.
Ronak Panoli at its best, continuing his good form. He's been brilliant, and Ahmed, he did mention to Ahmed Khwaja that he's in good nick, and you can see that right away, right from ball one. He's up against a quality bowler, Zahid, who's represented UAE, who's been part of the ILT20 campaign as well.
And that has been Ronak, who has scored 10 for 2, and he continues the momentum.
That was a much better delivery. Outside the off stump, kept it simple, just holding the length little bit back, and that's exactly what you've got to do when you're up against a quality batter of Ronak Panoli's style.
Well done, Zahid.
Zahid Munir, yeah, known to pick wickets, and he's been in and out of UAE team, has travelled alongside UAE, has got a lot of experience. Zahid Munir, he'll have to take that responsibility as a skipper, leading the young pack. And a misfield will fetch them a boundary. Easy
Kudos.
pickings for Ronak, and well, they've started off really well here. Team Dubai.
Kudos, Team Dubai. And Ronak is really catching momentum.
Yeah, brilliant start, just as you wanted. You want to lay the foundation in the power play, and rightly so. Ronak doing what he does best. A straight outside edge, in fact. Fielder backpedaling, and Faisur will not be able to save it. Another boundary. Zahid cannot believe it, and it's all happening here at the Sharjah Stadium.
What an over! It's been almost all boundaries except for 2 balls. And we have the last delivery of the first over.
I like the approach. Well, he's been, whether you talk about T10 format or a 50 over format or a T20, Ronak Panoli believes in one thing: anything in his hitting arc, he will just go for it. He's not too bogged down about the runs that they're chasing, whether he's batting first or second, and that is a maximum. Straying down the paths yet again, and Ronak Panoli deposits that into the stands.
Ronak, Team Dubai is super proud of you. Way to go, chap. With that comes to the conclusion of the very first over.
Still one delivery to go. He's been brilliant. He's just ensuring that he capitalizes on the power play that's on offer. Easy pickings, anything down the leg side. He peppers the onside boundary, Ronak Panoli, just guiding the delivery towards the onside. Opportunity, and that's been taken. Finally, some reward for the men in orange. Zahid picks up the prized scalp of Ronak Panoli.
Zahid, you're a game changer, my boy. Really amazing. And your team, Fujairah, really needed this. Really needed this. What a chap. Great.
Just when you needed, the breakthrough has been provided. But Ronak Panoli has done his work. He's scored brilliant 24 of 7 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 2 maximum. That's a massive strike rate, going at about 342.86 as we come to the end of over number 1. 25 for none. $25 for 1 after the completion of first over. Zahid was expensive, and straight away, without any hesitation, Zahid opts to get in Nabil Aziz. Well, he's been the go-to man for every team that he's actually played for. Was part of Emirates Blues in the previously concluded Emirates D10, and now He's been given a task up against Aditya Shetty. Oh, played well, lofted, and that's gone for a boundary. Well, taking that relay baton from Ronak Panoli, Aditya has found a boundary.
That has been Aditya for 4 runs scored for 2 deliveries.
Yeah, easy pickings for him. Anything in his slot, he knows to punish them. And Aditya Shetty has been impressive. The UAE domestic circuit. He's been promoted up the order. Has been given a responsibility on his shoulders. It'll be interesting to see how he will pan out today.
And what do you think is the secret behind Aditya's success?
He's been doing well. Played a lot of domestic games. This one in the slot once again. That's been hammered. That's gone for a maximum. Well, this is what I like about the team Dubai. They have multiple match winners, and you can see straight away into action is Aditya Shetty.
And that is Aditya for 10 runs out of 4 deliveries. Kudos, Aditya. Team is counting on you.
Five wides. Well, not helping the cause of the men in orange. That was an arm delivery, trying to crank up the pace and waver down the leg side.
Agreed, Rizwan. And what do we have next? We have the next ball of the over.
Not too sure what was that appeal for. Clearly there was an inside edge. Being a bit animated there, Nabil Aziz. I can understand so. Being taken for 15 in the first over in the power play. Much better, but Aditya Shetty finds the gap one more time. It's been a brilliant start for Team Dubai as they've raced on to 44 for the loss of 1 after 2. Mohammad Mohsin has been brought into the attack from the Bukhatir end. He'll be up against Israr Ahmed. And Israr, first delivery, low full toss on offer. And the ball will find the fence. Well, they've come with a plan, the men in blue. And we can see that aggression right from ball 1.
Rightly said. The more the merrier, isn't it? And power play really has my heart with respect to the number of runs being scored by the team in blue.
Well, it's been a very good start. Ideal start that you would have wanted to have, especially after winning the toss, opting to bat first. They've laid the foundation for a big score here. Another brilliant batter, Israr, that will be a wide away from the tram line. We've seen him taking that core responsibility, especially in the run chases. Well, he tends to he adapts to different formats quite quickly, and he takes that responsibility and onus as well.
Absolutely agreed. And we have the very next delivery. Let's see what happens next.
Oh, this is big. This is massive. It's out of here. That will be a maximum. Israr Ahmed is on a roll.
Wow! That was splendid. What a visual treat. Kudos, the men in blue.
Well, it certainly is a treat for the eyes. Well, the sound of the bat and was really, really pleasing to the eye. It was in the slot and is hammered it to perfection.
Isra, way to go. Sorry, Israr.
Another one in the slot and another one has been hammered. We'll have to wait for the umpire's call. One bounce into the fence. Away she goes. This is a brilliant start for Team Dubai in the power play.
100% agreed with you, my fellow commentator. What do we have next? We have 2.4th ball.
Yeah, anything in the straw, it looks like a flat deck. The ball is nicely coming onto the bat. Even Stevens, there's no element of dew at this time of the day. That is how you respond, but elegantly executed by Israr. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but it's the awareness of Israr that fetches him another boundary.
Absolutely. And the bowling team really need to punish and control the runs of the power play.
Yeah, the youngsters are being put to test here at the Sharjah Stadium. A lot of new faces, I can understand. It's the first game of the tournament. The permutations and combinations, you at least need a couple of games just to make sure you get the combination right. And just looking at the field one more time, they've got a deep mid wicket and a long on outside the 30-yard circle. Short delivery.
Agreed.
That was a slower bumper. And that was a legal delivery, a rare dot delivery.
Agreed. The younger men, the men in orange, are actually put in spot. And I actually can understand this feeling. But never to lose hope. Team Fujairah, we are with you. And I'm really sure you will be able to control the runs of the power play, which is of utmost importance.
Another change in the field. Long on drops inside the circle while they have a deep square leg outside the 30-yard circle. The idea will be to go with a quicker bumper. A much better line. I like that delivery. Bit of a mix-up, but will not do any damage. End of 3, 63 for 1. This is a brilliant start for Team Dubai.
With that, we have come to the conclusion of the power plays. Wow, what a start. It has been 63 for 1 for Dubai.
Nurullah Ayubi into the attack. Spread out field. Aditya Shetty was a spectator from the other end while he was watching some fireworks from the blade of Ronak Panoli, and now Israr Ahmed joining the party. Farooq Amin, the manager for Team Dubai, has been brilliant. They've done a lot of groundwork behind the scenes in setting this team up, giving an opportunity to a lot of youngsters, I must say, and they've always delivered. They've more or less, they've always been a part of the knockout stages, and it's good to see them. Another brilliant, a lot of new faces as well have been added to Team Fujairah. A lot of opportunity being given to the youngsters to come out and showcase their talent and prowess. Oh, easy pickings, easy pickings. Will this sail over the boundary ropes? No, it will not. It will be a wicket. Israr will have to depart. Nurullah Ayubi straight away in action as Dubai lose wicket number 2.
Oh, boy, it has. It really has. And it is actually very hard to see this batsman, men in blue, go back. Let's see who the next person is.
It was in the slot, didn't quite time it really well. Israr on that occasion hit the top edge of the bat and a very good catch. Nurullah Ayubi straight away into the action. It went miles up in the air. His eyes were glued to the ball, and in the end, a very comfortable catch taken. And Israr will have to depart as Dubai lose wicket number 2. Israr departs after scoring 18 of 7. 64 for 2 are the men in blue. Right then, Nurullah Ayubi straight away into action. He's been brilliant in the ACC Premier Cup. Trained under Zahoor Khan, the UAE national cricketer. It certainly has been brilliant in the UAE domestic circuit, Nurullah Ayubi. I think with the kind of start they've got, Shweta, they should be looking somewhere close to 130 to 140 as bare minimum. Plenty of batting left for Team Dubai. The call is for 2, and Nilansh quite athletic and straight away into the action. They do not want to leave any stone unturned. Every single run they consider it as an opportunity, and as you can see, the running between the wickets has been brilliant.
Yes, running between the wickets is actually of real importance.
Another prolific left-hand all-rounder, Nilansh Keswani, has been UAE cap player, has been a part of recently concluded, I think it's been a couple of months that he was part of the UAE Hong Kong Sixes. Brilliant with the ball, brilliant with the bat. He's got a lot of experience under his belt, Nilansh Keswani. That is a wayward delivery. Away, and that will have to be reloaded. I thought for a second that would have been a no ball, and that was away from the tram line.
Yes, that has been a wide. And that has been Nilansh and Aditya Shetty in partnership. Aditya scoring 18 for 9 and Nilansh 1 for 1.
Full toss on offer. Brilliant effort, but just could not hold on to it. Couple of runs added to the tally. That will bring us to the end of the over number 4. Dubai are off to a flyer, 71 for 2. Madhav Manoj has been introduced into the attack from the commentary box end. That is a good looking shot, but they've got fielder stationed there. It'll just be a single. They were looking for 2 in fact. fact, he'll end up just with a single.
That was really a good stop indeed by the men in orange. Madhav on the non-striker's end.
Straight down the ground, he gets his hand to it. It will be cut off by Zainullah. Yes and no, but they will restrict them just for a single.
Nice over, Madhav. And wow, it's just been 2 balls and 2 runs are being scored. Interesting.
Aditya Shetty, 19 of 10 deliveries. He's been playing the aggressor's role while Nilansh is playing the second fiddle. But I tell you what, in a T10 format, you would want both the batters to sort of go all guns blazing and straight away into action. Couple of runs added to the tally.
Yes, it is.
They're just going with the flow. Currently, still at a decent pace. They will get that odd boundary in every single over with those singles and doubles. They're looking quite strong and confident. This is hammered. Fielder trying to settle underneath it, but I think it's the approach towards the ball which has resulted in a boundary. He was trying to circulate along the delivery, and in the process they've managed to find a boundary.
And that has been the first maximum of this over.
In fact, it was one bounce into the fence. Just waited for it, right of the meat of the bat, and one bounce away she goes. Another one, didn't quite time it well. Zain will clean it up. This is good stuff, just restricting them for a single.
Yes, indeed.
Brilliant effort, but just could not get his hand to it. Will be a single. Nilansh Keswani will retain strike. End of 5, 81 for 2. On 81 for 2, a brilliant start for team Dubai. Nilansh and Aditya out at the center, and there will be change in the voices as I've been joined by our senior statesman Ahmed Khwaja, who's been away from cricket circuit doing some football commentary of late. We had to pull him in this D series. Good to see you and welcome back to the Combox.
Well, thank you so much for that lovely flowing welcome, Rizwan, making me feel old, but we'll take care of that off air. Meanwhile, Dubai off to an absolute flyer here, going at 16 runs per over. Tell you what, it's an absolute crackerjack of a wicket here. I think 120, 130, even that could be chaseable in the second innings.
Well, you did mention out when you did the analysis of the wicket. This is an opportunity that has been taken. A brilliant, that was a quicker bumper from Nurullah Ayubi, and in the process, Aditya Shetty loses his wicket.
Well, that's an excellent catch. Like you mentioned, that slower bouncer, Nurullah Ayubi executes it to absolute perfection. Frustration for Aditya Shetty, who was striking the ball clean this afternoon, and he was looking for a big score. Unfortunately, one shot too many. Let's take a look here. Just got stuck in the pitch, and Mohammad Mohsin did well, judged it to perfection, and Dubai lose another 82 for 3.
Ramesh Shehzad walks out to the centre, another senior pro cricketer for Team Dubai, taking that responsibility of the middle order.
Well, first ball sits up beautifully and has been smashed towards cow corner. A nothing delivery from Nurullah and deserved to be punished.
And the sound says it all, Ahmed. Coming right of the sweet spot of the willow. And as you mentioned, it looks like a belter of a track. They've got the foundation. And with the kind of batting depth they have, I reckon they would go past something close to 125, 130 quite easily.
Yeah, maintaining the momentum will be key. They have lost their two most dangerous batters, Ronak Panoli and Israr. Aditya Shetty played his role as well. Flicked away. And you can see right from ball one, every Dubai batter is looking to go big. There are no half measures at all this afternoon at the D10.
Well, absolutely, and I think you've got to adapt to the see ball, hit ball concept in the shortest format, and try to score as many as possible. And we know Fujairah is a young side, but I can tell you what, they do have that batting depth as well. And as you rightly mentioned, any score is chaseable on that particular surface.
Is there an edge on that one? Umpire refuses. Perhaps some histrionics coming in from the keeper. Interestingly, you can see in Nilansh Keswani, he's standing on around middle and off. So he's trying to access the onside, looking for that flick towards long leg or square.
Yeah, just slightly a bit of a different approach. I can understand that, given they want to maximize the opportunity in the shortest format.
And another catch. Slices the ball straight to short third. And Nurullah Ayubi has flipped the script of this game with yet another wicket.
Well, he certainly has. Well, he's been the UAE under-19 cap player, has been given the responsibility and is definitely making it count one more time. Nilansh Keswani departs after scoring 6 of 7. 6. That was streaky, trying to be away, just trying to clear that inner circle and finds the man. 87 for 4 after 6.
Well, a class player coming in at number 6, Ali Nasir, star all-rounder for the UAE. Great to see him on the domestic scene. Quality fast bowler and a very, very clean striker of the ball. Meanwhile, Nabil Aziz took a lot of tap in the power play. Now has some protection towards the onside. Ramesh Shehzad launches this into space. A monster hit for 6.
Well, certainly has gone astronomically high. And it was another one in the slot from Nabil Aziz. There was no turn whatsoever. Easy pickings for a batter of Ramesh Shehzad caliber.
Yeah, floaty delivery. No real turn on offer. Brand new wicket here. Very nicely rolled in. No live grass to work with. And Dubai have loved the intent right from ball one. Everybody has come in with a crystal clear mindset that they want to be aggressive and post a big score.
And it's good to see everybody contributing, Ahmed. We've seen right from ball one, Ronak Panoli took off really well in the power play. Then it was Israr Ahmed who took the responsibility. Aditya was brilliant. And now Ramiz continuing the good form of the batters. They just are ensuring they're not missing out on any opportunity where they're supposed to be scoring maximums and boundaries. Are comfortably getting that done.
And I haven't been pleased with the way Fujairah have operated this afternoon. The bowling has been a bit lackluster. No real oomph. They're not really bending their back. And that's allowed Dubai to dictate terms so far. Looks like the ball has been lost to the stands here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. But yeah, we finally recovered it.
And I think the idea, if you remember the previous conversations that we had in the previous series, the business concept of getting the GPS tracker still available. That was an arm delivery from Nabil Aziz.
Well, I told you we should patent that and we can become billionaires. Maybe send an email to Mr. Jeff Bezos for some seed money. I think it's going to be a very good venture for us. Meanwhile, Ali Nasir, he'll be eyeing that onside boundary. Long on, mid-wicket, square leg in place. And a left-arm tweaker in operation. Leading edge, just coming around the wicket. And will get off the mark, but not in a convincing fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. But I tell you what, if these two batters stay out for the next 3 or 4 overs till the end of the innings, they can propel the score to a close to 130 for sure.
Yeah, it feels like 120 bare minimum. Nicely bowled, speared in by Nabil Aziz. But that's what he's looking for, not looking to really flight or turn the ball anymore.
We've seen, this is one thing that we always spoke about Nabil Aziz. Whenever he sees that there's no turn on the surface, he will dart in with those arm deliveries.
Darted a bit too wide on that occasion. So we're looking at a score of 140 at the moment for Team Dubai. Terrific start to the tourney. And to be honest, that feels like a par score. 125, 130, because this pitch is playing really well.
But that will be bare minimum given the kind of surface it is, and especially during the daytime. Yeah, probably it might change as the evening progresses.
Well, he's taken plenty of tap in his 2-over spell. Nabil Aziz, 7 gone. Dubai looking rock solid, 98 for 4. So Madhav Manoj, first over was pretty decent. I think going at 10 or 12 runs per over in this format is pretty much par. Ali Nasir steps into it, but it's a miscue and a well-taken catch by the skipper. And Madhav Manoj gets the big fish.
Yeah, bit of damage control underway from the boys of Fujairah. We can see wickets falling at regular intervals, and Ali Nasir, another brilliant batter, will have to walk back without troubling much as Dubai lose wicket number 5, 98 for 5.
Just looked a bit green, lacking match sharpness there, Ali Nasir. And in the end, it was a straightforward catch. No mistakes made. Zahid Ali is an outstanding fielder. Sanchit Sharma coming in at number 7. So plenty of firepower in that Dubai batting lineup for sure. Another clean striker of the ball. He likes to get on with the game. Won't muck about, but fair play to Madhav and Fujairah. They've bounced back well after the power play.
And I think it's a perfect way to come back into the game after losing those wickets quickly earlier on. Madhav has been brilliant. Sanchit Sharma was part of Team Fujairah in the previous D series. Now has been picked up by Team Dubai. And he goes straight. And that will be a maximum. High up in the air. It was in his slot and Sanchit Sharma accepts it.
Clean as a whistle first ball. That was absolutely nailed by Sanchit. So prolific with that slog sweep. Just attempted leg break. Going against the spin in some style. Great way to raise the 100. Oh, that was a drag down. He got away with that one.
That was a quicker one from Madhav Manoj. Oh, what a hit that was. Anything in his slot. Sanchit Sharma does pack a punch. We've seen him exhibiting at the ICC Academy and now as well here at Sharjah.
Well, this could be a chance and accepted. Well, it's 6 or out for Dubai at the moment. And Madhav gets another one.
Well. Trying to go toward that extra cover region, didn't quite time it. And yet again, the fielding has been quite impressive. Madhav picks up another wicket as Sanchit Sharma will have to head back.
It was there in the slot. Just couldn't quite clear the long off fielder. And Sanchit, 6 and out. Short and sweet. Zainullah Rahmani. Well, if he's coming in at number 8, he's an opener by trade really these days. Just shows you how much quality Dubai have in their batting lineup. But it could get a bit dicey for the next 2.2 overs. They lost perhaps 2 wickets too many here.
Oh, absolutely. Losing wickets at regular intervals, and that's the perfect way for the men in orange to bounce back. Zainullah Rahmani out at the centre, and straight away he goes aerial. There was an opportunity, a wonderful effort in the field, just could not hold on to it.
Oh, there's a fumble as well. I think he just misread the flight of the ball there. The mid-wicket fielder, Rayhan Khan, just slipping on the turf. It was Nabil Aziz who went for the catch. Usually a pretty safe fielder. Need to be careful, these big lads. And Nabil is protesting his case. But for a player and a fielder of his quality, it should have been taken.
It was probably in a catch-22 situation, whether to go for the catch or to save the boundary. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, just a delayed start from Nabil Aziz. That should have been taken at that level.
Plus he's not wearing shades, looking into the sun. Is this big enough? You know it is. Zainullah Rahmani unleashing with a monster.
Massive, high and handsome from the blade of Zainullah Rahmani. And we've seen today every batter contributing. That was a monstrous hit from Zainullah as we come to the end of over number 8. 112 for 6.
That was right in the slot. And a huge cheer went up from the Dubai dugout as soon as he struck it. So we're still on course for that 140-ish sort of score here, Rizwan.
Oh, absolutely. I wonder what would have been the message from the management of Team Dubai. Probably everybody go out there, express yourself, contribute about 15 to 17 odd runs and come back.
Yeah, they've been playing whack-a-mole against the ball.
Or were they playing stick cricket?
Absolutely. Good old uni days. A lot of time was wasted on that wonderful game.
Uni days for you, Ahmad Khwaja. I was in my school at that time.
Well, once again, ageism in the com box. Very harsh, very unfair. Meanwhile, Zahid Ali, the skipper, to bowl the penultimate over. Considered the most important over of the game in the shorter formats. Damage control is the name of the game for Fujairah at the moment. Everybody deep on the onside, long off deep cover. Third and fine in the 30-yard ring for Ramiz Shahzad. Oh dear me, waiting for the umpire signal immediately. Outstretched, and that is going to be a free hit.
A polite inquiry from Zahid Ali, just informing umpire that the ball was dipping down. And I think it's a fair call made. Free hit on offer, and it will be Zainullah Rahmani.
Yeah, he's come out firing. A recent graduate of the UAE under-19 setup. We saw him in action in the Asia Cup as well. Didn't have a great tournament as per his immense ability. So he certainly has a point to prove here at the Emirates D10. Free hit. Well executed. Just bowling that off-cutter into the pitch, and good recovery by the young keeper.
They've done well there, Zahid. Slow one, just off-pace delivery. But just to answer your point, Ahmed, it's about, when you're wearing that national jersey, it's the pressure that you tend to succumb to. And as a teenager, probably about 16, 17 would be his age, Zainullah. But I tell you what, he packs a punch. He's a brilliant talent, I can tell you that for sure.
Oh, absolutely. The pitches were certainly quite testing in the Asia Cup at the ICC Academy. And the sevens, seam bowlers dominated for the most part. Flicked away, but it's taken a bit of a leading edge towards that mid-wicket region. Do Fujairah have enough guns for the chase here?
Yeah, that's the point I was about to make, Ahmed. Well, we know Zahid can bat. A lot would rely upon Madhav Manoj. It's a fairly new team, a lot of youngsters out there. So it will be a test of time. Remember, it's the first game for them as well. So it'll take a bit of time for them to sort of adjust and come up with a plan.
Completely agree with you there. Will be a wide. So Zahid Ali, he's looking a bit rusty, isn't he? We've seen quite a few of these UAE national team chaps in action on the domestic scene after a fair while. We've been very busy with the ILT20 recently concluded as well.
Well, absolutely. A lot of work behind the scenes, a lot of training sessions. They're quite busy in the mornings and as well as in the evenings. And besides that, they play a lot of UAE domestic cricket as well, a lot of T20 games. So it does take a toll. But I think you'll have to pick and choose at this stage of your career.
Excellent bowling there. Just dipped on him. Fantastic slow delivery. That's what he's very good at. The variations, pace off, pace on, and keeps the batter honest.
Absolutely. Quite an experienced campaigner, Zahid Ali. Does pack a punch with the bat as well. He will have a responsibility with the bat today. Yes, Zainullah for Fujairah will be of utmost importance when it comes to chasing down those totals. Has been brilliant in the domestic tournaments, Zainullah.
Yeah, he's a key cog for sure. Once again, it was that slow one. Ramesh Shahzad is content just to saunter through for a single. Maybe he's asking Zainullah Rahmani to look for the big shot.
I think when you've won that UAE cap, you've represented the nation, there'll be that extra bit of responsibility and nerves on your shoulders to sort of come out and express yourself, deliver. And that could be the case. Sometimes you tend to be a bit wayward as well.
I completely agree. Certainly has to burden that responsibility. Been a tidy over so far from Zahid despite the free hit. Oh, that's nasty. That's hit him on the back of the neck there. Thankfully, he had that extra cushion to protect that sensitive area, Zainullah. And you can see immediate concern from Zahid Ali as well.
Yeah, Dr. Kiran will be underway just to make sure there's a concussion test done. Few generic questions will be asked. I hope he looks all right to me.
That could have been very nasty indeed. And there he is, the main man. Whenever there is a D tournament, Dr. Kiran is about. Oh dear me, that does not look good at all. Got in an awful tangle, rushing down the wicket. Thankfully, I think his shoulder cushioned most of the blow there. And thankfully, he seems to be lucid. He seems to be fine. You don't want to get hit on the money maker, as they call it. Yeah, seems to be A-okay.
Yeah, looks good. And he certainly would want to cash on now. Final delivery of the 9th over. Apart from that no ball, I think he's done well, Zahid.
Superb over. Was taken for a ride by Ronak Panoli in the power play. But that is the value of experience, like you mentioned. Paid his dues on the UAE domestic circuit for many, many years. Zahid Ali then got the call up earlier this year. Represented the UAE at the qualifiers for the T20 World Cup. We were successful to get through. And of course, will be part of the ICC mega event in place next week, starting on the 7th. Slower delivery, read and dispatched. Beautiful clean strike, and what a comeback from Zainullah.
Yeah, off-pace delivery, read it to perfection. In the slot, should have been slightly back of length, but easy pickings for Zainullah. He waited for it, and he cashed on the opportunity provided. Maximum. Yes, straight as you like. just close to the com box. 9 overs gone, 123 for 6.
So it's going to be Mohammad Mohsin to conclude the bowling effort for Fujairah. He was also looking off colour in his first over. Needs to bounce back. But fair play to the men in blue. This is a sizable score already. Similar field setup for Mohsin, except there is a long leg in position as well. Mid-off is up. Oh, bottom edge, it's gone fine. The rub of the green with the blues.
Streaky, but the boys in blue will certainly accept it. The short third was a bit wider to my liking, and as you can see, the outside edge fetching them a boundary starts off well here.
Yeah, I'm sure their bowling coach Zahoor Khan will give them the hair dry treatment after this game. He will be mighty, mighty displeased with some of the bowling plans, some of the lines, too many extras, too many free hits. Hence, they are facing a massive score. Outside edge will balloon towards that deep point fielder. Ramiz just looking a bit off color, not seeing the ball as well as he would have liked.
Yes, slightly not able to middle the ball there. Still a decent strike rate, 20 of 11 for him. Zainullah has cashed on 15 of 6 for him. After that blow he took to his helmet, he looked absolutely brilliant with that maximum, read that slow one really well.
Yeah, no worries at all with his eyesight and hand-eye coordination. Right then, once again, there is a deep point. Third is in, mid-off is in. Will he look for that paddle to go behind the wicket-keeper? Or does he have that trust to hit down the ground once again? They've got a deep cover, deep point. Protection square of the wicket. Right idea and, well, some grace given by the umpire.
I was expecting that he would free his arms, but he decides that marginally it was probably slightly away from the prime line, and benefit of doubt given to Mohsin.
Yeah, he does like to go very wide on the crease, tries to angle the ball across the left-hander, has a very good in-swinger as well with the new ball. That's his calling card, his wicket-taking delivery. Toe end of the bat, and didn't make a great sound on that occasion.
Yeah, as a batter, especially when it hits the sweet spot, the meat of the bat, you can feel that ping and the punch that delivers. But if it's the top edge, you can see the ball not even creating the inner circle.
Yeah, and both really reverberate through your forearms,
Yeah, absolutely.
through your shoulders. It can be a good feeling and a horrible feeling as well.
It does give you that jolt actually, and the turn of the willow as well. The bat tends to slip away.
Hooked away and hooked all the way by Ramiz Shehzad. Nothing wrong with that one. Absolutely launched out of here.
Loves that pace on offer, and it was in his slot. He had to marginally adjust it, and Ramiz Shehzad, Akka Rambo, gets a maximum.
That is a stunning shot. That is vintage Ramiz Shehzad. Read the length so quickly. And even though it's the bigger boundary towards long leg, he cleared it with ease. Final ball of the innings. Bit of a miscue. And they will settle for one. So 136 is what Dubai have amassed in the 10 overs. That's a pretty sizable score.
Oh, absolutely. The first game of the tournament, they've won the toss and they've managed to propel themselves to 136, scoring at about 13.6 runs an over. So the men in orange will have to play out of their skin to chase this total down.
Steady contributions right throughout for Team Dubai. Everybody chipping in, everybody contributing. And like you mentioned, Fujairah They will need to bat out of the skins here if they are to achieve victory in the opening game of the 2026 Emirates D10. It promises to be a highly entertaining tournament if the pitches remain throughout, that is for sure. Taking a look at the batting effort, Ronak Panoli, quick fire 24, Aditya Shetty and Israr Ahmed also not wasting time at all. Nilansh Keswani couldn't get going, neither could Ali Nasir or Sanchit, but then Ramesh Shahzad and Zainullah Rahmani with a quick fire flurry. Poor disciplines as well from Fujairah, 11 extras conceded to take the score to 136.
It was expensive right at the top. Zahid Ali, the skipper, went for plenty in the first over. 1 for 36 for him. Nabil Aziz also was expensive. None for 30. Mohsin took a bit of tap initially. None for 32. The pick of the bowlers by far has been Nurullah Ayubi, 3 for 14. And Madhav Manoj picking up a couple of wickets, giving away 24 runs.
Yeah, it was the youngsters, in fact, who really raised their hand and did some damage control. Otherwise, Dubai were looking at maybe 145, 150 even in their first innings.
Absolutely, taking that responsibility and delivering at the right time.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the first innings then. It was the Ronak Panoli and Israr Ahmed show, but then Madhav Manoj and Nurullah combined to pick up some wickets for Fujairah. That was the dismissal of Aditya Shetty, who was looking very dangerous indeed. Nilansh Keswani unlucky to pick out the short third, but then Ramiz and Zainullah combined and the big hitting continued. That was a lusty blow against the spinners downtown towards that Bukhatir end. Ali Nasir just chipped one straight to long on. Simple catch taken. Sanchit started off with a big 6, but in the end he holed out as well. Seam up delivery and simple catch for Zahid Ali. He was certainly involved in that long off position. Zainullah taking on his under-19 teammate and propelling him into the stands. So 137 is the target for Fujairah in the first game of the Emirates D10. Excitement coming up after the break in the run chase.
Now we have the second innings about to begin. The men in blue have padded up and they're all set. Sorry, the men in blue have unpadded themselves. Pardon me, guys. They have unpadded themselves, and the men in orange, which is Fujairah, has reached their places. The strikers end and the non-strikers end. Wow. Let's see what really happens.
Certainly is going to be an exciting run chase. Fujairah chasing a massive score, even though Nurullah and Madhav did really well to pick up 5 wickets between them. But now the onus is on the Fujairah batting. They have to come hard in the power play. Remember, there are 2 overs of mandatory power play, Shweta. Then you have the floating power play. You can choose that later on in the innings as well. But if an opener gets stuck in, I think they won't waste time at all.
Noted, noted. Well noted, Ahmed. Thank you. And we have a set target of 137 to be achieved by Fujairah.
So it's going to be Sanchit Mohan Sharma to open the bowling for Team Dubai. Very experienced campaigner, has the ability to swing the ball in both directions. Capped by the UAE in the ODI and T20I formats. So his skill set will truly be on display here.
Yes, Sanchit it is, Ahmed. The opening batsman at the striker's end awaits the first ball from Dubai.
Certainly need at least maybe 40 or 50 runs in those 3 overs of power play, I feel, bare minimum. And Zainullah is tailor-made for that role. Taking a look at the field, they have a deep cover and a deep square leg in position for Zainullah. They've certainly done their homework. It's very strong square of the wicket. Just waiting for umpire Ali Kamran's final approval to get the run chase started. Third and fine leg in, mid-off and mid-on in. So the onus is try to bowl back of length, try to make Zainullah hit square of the wicket rather than down the ground. Here we go. First ball of the run chase. Oh, that was pretty close. Immediately looking to play across the line. He needs a sighter or 2 here, Shweta.
Well noted. And with that, we have officially begun our second innings of the first match.
It's going to be a busy day for us. 4 matches coming through at the D10 in the group stage phase. 7 teams competing for glory. So certainly it's going to be rather fraught. A lot of action on and off the field.
Agreed, it can be exhausting.
Good looking punch coming in from Zainullah and excellent fielding. Ali Nasir saving a couple of runs there. Confident way to get off the mark.
Yes, a good defense mechanism, and I think they may be saving energy for the death overs. What say?
Well, they certainly need something to get them going in the power play. Sanchit Sharma, though, he's a very intelligent bowler, thinking man's fast bowler. Let's take a look at the field setup he has here for Mohammad, who's facing his first delivery. Deep cover and firmly pushed out towards mid-on will be a dot delivery. That is one thing you absolutely cannot afford in the 10 over format, Shweta. Dot deliveries is a big no-no.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do agree actually, because power play is actually when you can be the most powerful self of yours, be unapologetically you, and you actually can afford to at times lose here and there and be very vivacious and be really take that risk if needed. And I think for sure they will have a good batting lineup. What say?
I completely agree. You can afford to take a chance or 2. Fair enough. It's a job that has a high failure rate as an opener in the 10 over format. Meanwhile, a slight pause in the action there. But certainly it's been a very encouraging start for Sanchit, and I think you are pretty aware of the Sharma family, having played cricket with his sister, Khushi Sharma, who has also represented the UAE, another exciting all-rounder. So a true cricketing family, the Sharmas.
Oh, is it? Wow, that's really lovely to know. Cricketing family. I think cricket runs in their family.
Absolutely, it runs in the blood, doesn't it? Sanchit continues. Punched off the back foot, mid off in the circle, and will be pulled in. Not a particularly convincing shot, trying to force the issue there.
Excellent fielding actually at the boundaries. It was a slow delivery, but you need to be still there on point and stop the ball and be very calculative when you set the field.
Absolutely. Fielding can save you at least 7 to 8 runs, and in the shortest format of the game, that could be the difference between victory and defeat. Once again, it will just find that gap to the right of the mid-on, but clearly not timing the ball and struggling for rhythm.
Time is everything. And it is the time that decides who and what happens. So timing and rhythm, it is.
Yeah, they say it's Mother Earth and Father Time. So you never know. Certainly time is not on their side, Fujairah, that is for sure. Required run rate ballooning up to 14.5 already. And that will only be a single. Excellent over from Sanchit. Overthrows, no, they've got some backing. So first over done and dusted. Fujairah with a cautious start. 5 for no loss. So Mohammad Sharik 3 of 3 and Zainullah Khan 2 of 3. Ali Nasir coming into the attack from the Bukhatir end. Outstanding young cricketer, genuine all-rounder, pure match winner with the bat, with the ball. And good to see him back on the domestic scene, looking to have a good tournament. And well, forgiven by the umpire, just within the tram lines. So an encouraging start for him.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, it is an interesting start for Ali and his first over.
Will be bowling with the power play restrictions, so there is a deep point and a deep square leg in position.
Power play is really when you actually have to play your shots. And let's see what happens when there's no men in the boundaries.
Swing and a miss from Zainullah, looking to tee off, but not hitting towards the line of the ball. It was ball outside off, and you're looking to drag towards the onside. That's a low percentage shot, isn't it?
Oh, is it? That was some new knowledge to me.
Well, yeah, when a bowler of Ali Nasir's pace, 135, 140 clicks, you're trying to hit him on the onside from outside off, you need to really time the ball sweetly. Otherwise, you might be in trouble.
Agreed. And now we have the first over and the third ball.
Slow delivery, and will chip it straight to cover point. Change of pace does the business for Team Dubai.
A brilliant catch. So calm and so composed that he actually caught it without any misfielding.
Just held it back, bowled into the wicket. Bit of a lazy shot from Zainullah Khan. And young Yug Sharma, he's never going to drop those. So Ali Nasir gets into the wicket-taking act early. Zainullah gone for 2. It's 5 for 1.
With that, jersey number 32, Malik, is to the crease as the third batsman. Five for 1 loss.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing start. Anas Malik coming in at number 3, a new name, a new face. Good to see, always exciting to see a cricketer you haven't seen before competing at the D series level. So
It really is.
let's see how he goes about it. We'll be taking on one of the best in the UAE in Ali Nasir. Now an orthodox deep third in position. Well, immediately looking to go gung-ho right from ball 1. So they're certainly not afraid of his reputation, that is for sure.
Of course. With that, we have just 2 more deliveries for the second over to get over.
Not a good shot there from Zainullah at all. Just backing away from the stumps, trying to open up the offside. Just bunted it. No conviction in that stroke play. It looks like Fujairah may have laid their weapons down early in this run chase. Will be a wide on this occasion.
But it's really too early to speak. But I do agree to the fact that they need more runs. Really, a lot of runs. And only time has to tell.
Yeah, required run rate of 15.6. So it's certainly not going to get any easier. Still have the likes of Mohammad Taimur Bhatti, Nilanj Keswani, Yug Sharma. So they have all the bases covered in terms of their bowling attack as well, Team Dubai. I like the balance. I like the combinations that they've come out with in this Emirates D10. Miscued and deep third does well. He had to get the skates on to stop that boundary.
Now the bowling team has to really work on scoring those much needed runs.
Yeah, Ramiz Shahzad at deep third, moving quite swiftly. The veteran of the side, been there, done that for the UAE national team. Who can forget his ODI 100 versus the West Indies way back in his pomp, and still competing hard at the domestic level. More of a player coach these days. Cracking drive off the back foot. That is pure class from Malik.
That has been so brilliant. And let's see if the momentum is actually maintained.
That was a lovely shot indeed. Got onto his back foot. That back foot punch. Always a special shot. And that will give him a much needed dose of confidence.
Of course, it should give that dosage of confidence, which was so much needed for the men in orange.
So 2 gone. It's 12 for 1. So Sanchit will continue from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. First over was pretty tidy, just conceding in single digits. Even Ali Nasir didn't bowl badly at all, only 7 runs scored against him. Oh, he was looking to launch that over fine leg, and protesting his case to the umpire is Sanchit, but the umpire's decision is final, isn't it?
Of course, and the third umpire has to call it. No, it's been given a wide, noted.
Yeah, but for the line, I can understand why Sanchit is complaining, because Sharik did shift onto the off stump, and it wasn't that down the leg side either. But Ali Kamran disagrees.
The official first ball of the new over.
Top edge, and will sail into the stands. Didn't know much about it, Sharik, but he'll take the 6 runs.
The first maximum. Wow. Way to go, Fujairah.
Not in great position. Got a bit tied up. Couldn't extend his arms for that hook shot. But that tends to happen in the power play. Those top edges over the keeper, don't they?
I really like the way Ahmed actually pinpoints the intricacies of the game. Shows how experienced and seasoned.
You guys are making me feel very old in the comm box. You're making me sound like I'm Santa Claus or something. Yeah, I've just seen a lot of these lads for the past 4 or 5 years. Bowled him. Gone right through the gate. The fuller one from Sanchit. And he strikes the timber.
Oh, I may have spoken a bit too early, is it?
Yeah, the commentators Curse and Sanchit Sharma together have struck. Sharik never really looked in. And finally, if you bowl full enough and straight enough, you will get the reward.
Now let's see who's fourth in line of the batting order.
Yeah, disappointing outing for Sharik. 10 off 6. He does look a bit bemused the way he got dismissed. It was just a straightish delivery. Nothing too fanciful. But playing across the line, that is always very, very dicey against a new ball. So 2 wickets down now for Fujairah. 19 for 2. Depends on the match. So another UAE under-19 product, Faizur Rahman, very talented all-rounder, clean striker of the ball. I would, to be quite honest, like to see him opening the innings for Fujairah alongside Zainullah. Maybe they can tweak their batting order for the upcoming games, because he can do that. Beautiful flick. And the deep mid-wicket fielder didn't go for the catch there, much to Sanchit's disappointment.
It really was a small fumble, but nevertheless, Anas is getting his momentum in partnership with Faizur.
I'm not sure what Yug Sharma at deep mid was thinking there. Maybe just daydreaming. It is a lovely day out, wonderful weather, temperature in just about 22, 23 degrees, lovely breeze.
It really actually is a wonderful weather.
Pulled away and pulled away nicely. It will beat the deep square leg. Anas Malik is getting stuck into his act.
And that was a 4. Wow.
He does seem strong square of the wicket, doesn't he? First that back foot square drive against Ali Nasir. And this pull shot against Sanchit. He doesn't quite have the pace to bowl at that length.
Very much indeed. Let's see what Anas has got to offer.
He's off to a start here. Couple of boundaries, 9 off 3. There is a deep cover fielder, so only a single on this occasion. But maybe the result is already beyond them, Shweta. But you can get your batters in form for the upcoming games as well.
Of course. The batting lineup can be changed a bit, as you rightly stated.
And of course, it's just the opening day of the tournament. 7 teams competing in this Emirates D10 in a double round robin stage. So a lot of matches to come through. Early days just yet. Goes towards that deep cover and landing exactly between Aditya and Zainullah. Faizur could not have placed that better if he tried. So end of the third over. A successful one for Dubai, 26 for 2. Well, speaking of the aforementioned, Yug Sharma coming into the attack, another UAE under-19 product. Left arm seamer, very talented, very skillful young man. And it's good to see that he won't be bowling in the power play, so he'll have that cushion of boundary riders all along the carpet for a single from Anas Malik. So good to see so many young players competing in this D10.
Yes, yes. And we have seen Yug do his first over.
Really
27 for 2.
He bowled really well at the Under-19 Asia Cup. Picked up some early wickets. Unfortunately, UAE could not go beyond the group stage, but certainly quite a few players caught the eye This is high. Long on settling. And well taken. No mistake made in the deep by Sanchit, one of the best fielders in the UAE. And Yug Sharma strikes gold.
An opportunist. And Yug has officially taken his first wicket.
Very smart bowling from the young lad. Right length, but just held it back a touch. That off-cutter delivery. And Anas Malik was always in that big hitting mode. And Sanchit with a very well-judged catch indeed.
The ball did go at the apex. However, the projectile motion has to be more farther, and much more energy needed from Team Fujairah. That has been 27 runs scored for 3 overs.
So it's going to be Rayan Khan, yet another under-19 boy, coming in at number 5. He has started to develop into that finisher in recent times. He goes big. And what a way to start into the Sachin Tendulkar stand for 6.
And that marks the maximum of Yug's over. Wow, what a start. Let's wait for the partnership of Mohammad and Fezur.
What a shot. On top of the bounce, on the rise. Well, it helps to be teammates at under 19 level. Great swing of the blade. Sweet timing. That had some serious class and quality from Rayan Khan. And looks like he's going to go hard at Yug Sharma here. First ball dispatched into the stands. Bouncer, but much too short on that occasion. Will be given as a wide.
Yes, as it was above the head, the umpire has given his call as a wide.
Even though Rayan is a tall lad, he's about 6'1", 6'2". I remember just a couple of years ago, he was my shoulder height. Now I have to look up to greet him. These young men grow like weeds.
Oh, is it?
And we unfortunately were left at 5'8".
Oh, yes. Sure.
34 for 3 then, Fujairah. Solid punch, but there is a long off in position. So sticking to his game plan is Yug Sharma.
Indeed. With that, we have 2 more deliveries remaining of Yug's over.
Yeah, I think he's done a fair job. Apart from that maximum. Rayan Khan, of course, the son of a legend, former UAE captain, Khurram Khan, his coach as well, right here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, at the Sharjah Cricket Academy to be precise. So
How on earth do you know all the history of these men and these
we
players?
see them day and night, to be honest. And had the privilege of watching his father in his prime, and now Junior is getting up to the task as well. He's already represented the country at under 19 level, so he needs to take the next step now.
He will. I think so. Yes, he needs to live up to the legacy of his dad and even more.
Yeah, and that can be a burden at times, but clearly he has adopted it, he's accepted it, and revels in it rather than take it as a burden, as a responsibility. And he certainly has the skill level as well to go alongside it. Driven hard from the crease, but an excellent catch. Ali Nasir makes no mistake, and Yug Sharma has 2.
The field has been really set so strong that the men in blue really remains very unbeatable.
It was a foolish delivery, but just didn't have enough muscle to clear Ali Nasir. And a smart catch taken. Delight for Ronak Panoli as well. 2 wickets in the over. And Fujairah are really struggling at 35 for 4. So the first occasion of spin we're about to see here. Nilansh Keswani, left arm orthodox, very experienced UAE all-rounder, will be bowling to Rayan. It's a drag down, but got away with it. And joining me in the comm box is Rizwan ur Rahman. Good afternoon, Riz. Welcome back.
Good afternoon, Ahmed. Losing 4 wickets in quick succession, team Fujairah. They've done everything right, team Dubai, ticking all the boxes, ensuring picking up all those opportunities created by the bowlers. The ground fielding has been brilliant. And I think after winning the toss, they've done everything right today.
Yeah, they really look like a champion outfit in this D10. You can add the likes of Mohammad Taimur Bhatti, Ali Nasir, Sanchit Sharma. I think it's been good recruitment by Dubai for this edition of the D10.
Oh, absolutely. They have firepower till the end. We've seen that in the batting department, and now with the bowling as well, they're contributing. He's got a nice little haircut. Nilansh Keswani looking much more younger. That's been smacked towards the mid-wicket region. It'll just be a single.
Well, he's only, 22, so how much younger do you want him to be?
Well, we've seen players of 16, 17, and I think Nilansh Keswani has done really well for himself in the UAE domestic circuit.
I think Zainullah Rahmani himself is just 17. Yug is 17 or just turned 18 as well. So certainly a lot of teenagers about. Inside edge on that occasion, Madhav looking to go big on the onside, but very smartly bowled, slower in the air by Nilansh.
Just quite a intelligent operator, Nilansh Keswani. Does tend to watch out for his quicker one as well. Very cognizant of him. He knows what range of shot the batter possesses, and accordingly he executes his plan really well.
Tidy over so far. Will be a wide on that occasion. Just trying to bowl that quicker one. Yeah, like you mentioned, he's looking sharp. Been to the barber, been to the salon. Of course, it's day 1 of the D10, so you have to look your best. Is this big enough? Mid-wicket settling. And, oh, he does well to keep the ball in the park and saved a certain max.
Wow, a wonderful effort from Zainullah Rahmani. Sun was beating down. It just could not side the ball, but he's managed to save those crucial runs for the team.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Even Nilansh was actually applauding him for his fielding effort. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, he would have certainly stepped on the boundary rope there. Hard punch out to long off. And excellent fielding once again. Aditya Shetty. That is superb. At the halfway stage of the game, it's 42 for 4. So Mohammad Taimur Bhatti warming up to come on to bowl. He's got that express pace, 135, 140 clicks of a very shortish run-up slingy action. And he's a dangerous customer, especially in this shortened format. Just got bat on it, and this could be a run out. How did he miss from that distance?
He was just trying to be innovative and cheeky on that occasion. Madhav was looking for that ram shot. Remember, Taimur Bhatti has that ability to crank up the pace. A good start for him. Just that single, just that feather touch off the willow.
Yeah, that was dangerously close to being leg before as well. Just got his bat down. And Rayan, I think he was struggling This will confirm. Yeah, he would have been a goner. So the wicketkeeper Shane couldn't quite execute. Bullet drive down the ground from Rayan. Stand and deliver.
Well, that certainly has travelled in no time. Easy pickings in his slot, straight down the ground, just like as an arrow. And Rayan cashing in on that opportunity provided. Yeah, as easy as you like.
Beautiful swing of the blade. He read that slower delivery and kept his balance, kept his shape. Head absolutely still. And he's looking very good here. 14 off 6. Good comeback delivery from Bhatti. That was right up there on the speedometer.
Yeah, following the batter on that occasion, trying to improvise, trying to give himself a bit of room, trying to go towards the extra cover region. Smartly executed by Taimur Bhatti, following Rayan Khan. We spoke about it, especially when you're up against some quality seamers. You prefer to time the ball rather than trying to power hit it.
Top edge. And we'll just balloon towards the third. You make an excellent point. You don't need to overpower bowlers of such speed. Just look to time the ball, keep your shape, and more often than not, you'll get the runs.
A decent start for Taimur. Beyond that boundary has been good enough. And I think they've done well, Team Dubai. They have followed the template that has been designed by the management. Ronak Ponali led from the front, starting off really when laying the foundation in the power play, and now in the bowling department.
Been a good team effort. Trying to go big towards the onside is Madhav. Just feel like when you hit that back of length area, that 7 to 8 meter length, the ball is not coming on as consistently. We've seen a few miscues as well.
Yeah, that did hurry on to the batter. Again, it's to do with the pace, and as you rightly mentioned, slightly holding up a little bit there.
And of course, he's a much taller, quicker bowler than what Fujairah may have to offer, so he will get that response from the deck. Mid off in the circle, it's to the left of him, and even Sanchit can't get there. Boundary to raise the 50 for Fujairah.
Yeah, gave himself a bit of room there, Mohammad Rayan. He's moved down to 19 of 9 deliveries, waited for the delivery, and he's found the gap yet again. 6 overs gone, 53 for 4.
So Nilansh Keswani to continue. Required run rate is ballooned up to very, very difficult proportions. So I think the result of this game is pretty much settled. Well, that single should not have been given. Nilansh is rightfully upset with this cover point fielder.
You certainly are in the driver's seat, but you cannot afford to give away those singles, especially when you're playing at this level. Every single run matters, and the body language, your effort, your dedication will certainly matter a lot.
I completely agree. You need to do the basics right always. Maintain that intensity, maintain that sharpness, that focus. Cannot take your foot off the pedal. Don't get casual about the game. Because not only could that impact the result, even injuries could happen once you just switch off a little bit.
I fully echo with you on that. And I think, you do all that effort to come to this particular level at this juncture when it's a major tournament. It's the cream of the UAE playing, and you might not want to give away anything. You just fight tooth and nail here.
100%. This is the platform that gets you selected for the national team. And the onus is on all of these young lads to impress the national selection panel. So many cricketers who performed at the D series in the last 18 months have gone on to represent the UAE.
But there have been a lot of caps handed overs purely based on merit and performance. We've seen some wonderful bowling. I'm talking about the T50, the longer format. We've seen Simranjit, who was exceptional. Straight away, you get that national call-up.
Pulled away towards wideish long on, and very nicely done by young Madhav Manoj. Lightning footwork to create that boundary.
Easy pickings. Anything in his slot. Madhav Manoj does have the ability and capability to deliver, and he does capitalize on that opportunity provided by Nilansh Keswani.
Just a bit of a drag down on that occasion from Nilansh. Been a pretty decent spell, but he'd like a wicket or two to his name. Hard pull again, and splits the two. A misfield, and it's back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, did everything. Valiant effort from Yuk Sharma. The ball pierces between those two fielders, finding another boundary. Two boundaries on the trot for Madhav Manoj.
Once again, it was a touch too short from Nilansh. He'll be disappointed. He sets high standards for himself. He's very competitive, very passionate about his cricket. Oh, this is big. And will clear square leg on this occasion. 6 for Madhav Manoj.
That was massive. That was massive from Madhav. He waited for that delivery. It was in his slot, and he maximizes it to perfection. That's a good hit from Madhav Manoj. End of 771 for 4.
Per over required. Maybe Madhav Manoj and Rayan can at least take it close. Mohammad Taimur Bhatti. Oh, skewed away towards deep cover. The idea was right. He wanted to just punch it over extra cover, did Rayan.
Absolutely. And I think if you compare both teams, Ahmed, Dubai is a well-knit unit. They've been playing together for a very long time, apart from a couple of changes, whilst Fujairah is relatively new side. Given they're up against Dubai, I think they're still all right in terms of the run rate that they're currently scoring after losing 4 wickets.
Yeah, they just didn't do well in the power play. That was the issue. It's been a good recovery by this pair. Flat batting it down the ground. Mid-off is up, and Madhav gets 4 more.
Well, he's certainly getting into his elements, Madhav. We know he's a good and clean striker of the ball. And straight away finding another boundary. Remember, he picked up a couple of boundaries and a maximum in the previous over. Continuing his rich vein of form is Madhav Manoj.
Very compact yet powerful striker of the ball. His double M, 26 of 11. This has been a thrilling cameo. On the charge on that occasion. But it's good to see that these young batters are stepping up for Team Fujairah.
Oh, absolutely, taking the responsibility. And I still reckon it's the initial game. I'm pretty much optimistic. They do have that firepower. They do have that capability to bounce back in the upcoming games.
Almost certainly they need to bowl better. They will bowl better. I'm sure Zahoor Khan will have a stern talking to with all of his young fast bowlers in particular on how to operate on this pitch. Little fight back here from the middle order of Fujairah, keeping the game interesting. Oh, what a catch! Well taken. Or is there bat involved? Umpire says yes. The finger has been raised. And, well, a disappointing end to a promising innings from Rayan.
Yes, yes indeed.
Just looking to ramp the 5-leg fielder on that occasion. idea was right, but didn't get the length in the end, catching the outside edge, and a simple catch for Shane Saldana.
Of course, and now the pressure has all been given to Madhav.
So the fifth wicket falls, 77 on board for Fujairah.
The seventh batter is on the crease.
And now time is well and truly running out for Fujairah. Jamul Bhatti was his first. Cracked away and good fielding. Oh, great fielding by Delanch in fact. But slightly slow to get the throw off. He will get a couple. And immediately underway is Nurullah.
What fielding did I see at the borders? It was an amazing hand-eye coordination, and kudos.
Now, mind you, he was going to his wrong side, Niraj Keswani. And he plucked it out of thin air really.
This really has been a very decent over.
Yeah, excellent bowling from Temur. Completely agree. Oh, how did that miss? Looking to go square on a full delivery. 8 overs completed. A successful one for Dubai. It's 79 for 5 for Fujairah. So the floating power play has become mandatory now. Has to be taken before the final over. Not sure why Fujairah hung on to it in the first place. Maybe it slipped their mind. Ali Nasir will be coming in to bowl the penultimate over.
Or they thought the floating over could actually be of great use because we have two amazing batsmen, and I think they really can chase this target. What say?
Well, it would require a mini miracle, to be honest. But we have seen crazier things done in the world of cricket. Anything is possible at the D10. Ali Nasir will need to be on his A game here. He goes over the offside ring. Not quite out of the middle. They will pick up 2 though. So the intent is crystal clear.
It really is to stop the ball, no matter where it goes. And we do have two bowlers or two fielders to actually go behind it, and that is a definite stop.
Yeah, he's taken a long on and a deep square leg. So the onus is to bowl full and straight. He needs to be careful if he offers too much width outside off. Oh, that's delightful from Madhav. He's ramped it for 6.
Of course it is. It is indeed. The first maximum of this over. Well done.
Well, if Joe Root can do it, so can Madhav Manoj. Look at that. Brilliant pace on. Got low. And just elevated it into the dugouts.
And look at the skill that goes behind it. Look at the talent and the amount of energy. And it's really nice to see.
Truly superb shot. It requires some bravery as well. 50 more needed. Wanted to crash that through the offside. Just got a bit late on it. Pace on from Ali Nasir.
Yes, indeed. With that, we really have just 3 deliveries for the 9th over.
I think this is pretty much done and dusted. It truly was. Even though Madhav has been battling really hard for Fujairah.
At least I feel it's important to actually maintain a good strike rate instead of losing by a very huge margin.
Absolutely, you need to fight till the bitter end. Net run rate could come into play over the duration of the tournament. Slower delivery onto the pads. There will be another dot delivery. So Ali Nasir banking on his vast experience, representing the UAE, graduating from the under-19 level. Just feel that he's looking a bit rusty after coming back to the domestic scene, but through the duration of the tournament, he'll get better.
2 more deliveries yet to come from Ali.
Wouldn't mind a wicket or two here. 1 for 15 is a very tidy spell.
But if those 2 wickets are gone, I really don't know who will actually play.
Yeah, we're running out of frontline batting options here for Fujairah. It was just the top order that failed to click. Didn't get them off to a brisk start in the power play. Lost early wickets. Sharik and Zainullah couldn't quite handle the Dubai bowling. Oh, that has been hooked. There is a long leg. Well, just plug and land in front of him. They'll scamper for 2. That was
What running behind the wickets did I actually see? This was spectacular. Even though it didn't really make it, but still, every run is important. What do you have to say, Ahmed?
Absolutely, you need to take a few risks here. Try to add on whatever you can. Perhaps there was some confusion on that boundary as well. He wasn't expecting them to go for the second, caught him unawares. But it's been a good run out for Ali Nasir so far in this first game. Inside edge, how did that miss the sticks? 9 overs completed. Fujairah 90 for 5. So it's going to be young Yug Sharma to close out the game here for Team Dubai. 2 wickets to his name already. He's been outstanding.
Last over it is.
Pulled away hard and will beat the mid-wicket fielder. Boundary to start.
Of course. The first boundary of the death over.
Well, can Madhav pick up his half century here? Bowled into the wicket. He was ready for the length. And clean strike. Zainullah Rahmani just couldn't get around to it.
Every possibility is possible, Ahmed, in the game of cricket.
True, but 43 or 5 is mathematically not gonna happen.
Of course, of course.
Unless there's a
At least
major
a
build-up.
50. I mean, at least a 50 for this young lad. What say?
Yeah, he should certainly get that. He deserves it, the way he's batted this afternoon. Punched hard past extra cover. Make that back-to-back boundaries for Madhav Manoj.
Beautiful. How about a hat trick? What say?
Well, you're asking for a lot here. Maybe a hat trick of boundaries, certainly. It was a fuller one from Yug Sharma just past the extra cover. This is stunning batting.
It really is at its finest. And we are so glad that we can get to witness the same. Me and Ahmed.
Certainly a young star in the making is Madhav Manoj. 46 of 20. And Yug Sharma is under the pump. Cracked away and just a single. Just a single. Well, I've heard he's your neighbor, isn't he, Madhav Manoj? Or he used to be?
I will choose not to answer the same. And let's see if this young lad can actually make it a half a century. In partnership with his dear mate, Nurullah.
Well, he will be off strike for the moment, so Nurullah needs to get him back on. Just 3 deliveries remaining in the innings. In the end, they've done well to fight back. That's the right approach. Let him get to his 50. And it will raise the 100 for Fujairah as well.
Yug is actually doing his part. We'll have to see.
Yeah, he's had a good outing today, 2 for 19.
100 for 5 loss. That's a good score though. Not too bad.
Yeah, if they had been batting first, maybe they could have gotten up to 110, 120, would have been a different game altogether. But 137 was just a bit too tall a task. And straight to the fielder. Well, how tragically unlucky for young Madhav. One shot away, he absolutely nailed it, but picked out the deep cover, and a great catch.
It is a learning, I think. It really is a learning. It may be a bit too harsh because when you're like just three runs for a half century, it really is a bit of a pain point. But of course, I'm sure the very next day, there will be more energy to the field.
So he departs for a quick fire 47, and Fujairah are 100 for 6.
With that, we have one more delivery from Yug.
So it's going to be Mustafa coming in at number 8. Not much to do except face the final ball. It will be a comfortable victory in the end for Team Dubai. No mid-off in position. And in the end, the men in blue get the job done. 3 wickets for Yug Sharma. And a comfortable, a handsome victory for Team Dubai over Team Fujairah.
3 wickets, wow, that's a lot. And with that, we have come to the conclusion of the first match of the series, Fujairah versus Dubai, wherein Dubai has won. Congratulations, Dubai.
Done a really good job in the field. They took their catches, more importantly. They built that dot ball pressure in the power play. And in the end, that score was way too much for Fujairah to overhaul. Dubai winning by 35 runs. Handshakes all round. Fujairah certainly need to go back to the drawing board. The bowling needs to improve, and the top order batting was not great as well. Zainullah getting 2, Sharik getting 10 off 6. They took too much time. Anas Malik was looking decent for a couple of shots. Madhav batted really well for his 47. Rayan was looking good as well for 21. But in the end, it was a bridge too far.
Yes, indeed. I think they had held this strategy to actually keep their best batsmen to face the death overs alone. Power play is also equally important, as you rightly stated, Ahmed.
Taking a look at the bowling figures for Team Dubai. Yug Sharma outstanding, 3 for 20. 1 wicket apiece for Sanchit Sharma, Ali Nasir, and Taimur Bhatti doing a fair job as well. And you can just see the fall of wickets early on. They were 35 for 4. And after that, Shweta, they were never really in the game, Fujairah, were they?
No, not really. Not much to do, actually. So that is why Dubai has won by a major chunk of 35 whole runs.
Yeah, in the context of a D10 game, that is certainly a massive winning margin. Let's take a look at the highlights of the Fujairah run chase. It was a slow start. Zainullah getting out in the second over, chipping to cover point. Sharik bowling around, batting around a straight one. Anas Malik looked good, a couple of boundaries to his name, but then it was an excellent catch taken at deep mid wicket by Sanchit to dismiss him. Yug Sharma came into the game, and even though he was treated a bit roughly by Rayan, there was a bit of a mini partnership in development there between Madhav Manoj and Rayan Khan that gave Fujairah a slight bit of hope that they could perhaps overhaul this score. This was a handsome shot, punchy on drive coming in from Rayan. He really was striking the ball cleanly, and Madhav, what an innings he played, Shweta.
He really did, actually. Wow.
That was the dismissal of Rayan, trying to ramp the ball, just catching the outside edge, and simple catch for Shane, who did well. Then it was Madhav Manoj who took on Ali Nasir in the power play, picked up a couple of boundaries against Yug Sharma in the final over as well. Moved to 47, and then tragedy struck as he holed out to deep cover. Excellent catch taken by Nilansh Keswani. So match summary of game number 1 of the Emirates D10. Dubai batting first, posted a whopping score of 136, led by Ramesh Shahzad with a quick fire 27. Aditya Shetty getting a quick fire 26 as well. Ronak Panoli batted beautifully in the power play. 2 wickets apiece for Nurullah Ayubi and Madhav Manoj, who really had a major say in this game. Fujairah getting 101 runs in their allotted 10 overs. Madhav Manoj once again with a fabulous knock of 47. Rayan Khan chipping in with 21. 3 wickets for Yug Sharma, 1 apiece for Ali Noor and Mohammad Taimur Bhatti as DXB take the victory by 35 runs. And now we'll just take a very quick break and head downstairs for the post-match presentation.
Brilliant display of batting from the batters of Dubai. They laid the foundation in the inaugural match of the Emirates D10 2026 winter edition. Raunak Panoli straight away laying the foundation in the power play and that relay baton taken over by the batters. Well, it's time for us to introduce you to the toss. I beg your pardon, the presentation party. We'll have Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our honorable match referee, who will hand over the Player of the Match award. Well, we've seen some notable performances, but it will go to Yug Sharma for his brilliant bowling. 2 overs, 3 for 20. He's done exceptionally well in the shortest format of the game. Congratulations, Yug, continuing the good form, representing UAE at the under-19s and now here at the D series.
Yeah, I'm just happy to play cricket wherever I get the opportunity to play, and hopefully I can keep putting on good performances no matter where I play. Yeah.
Well, usually when you talk about the shortest format of the game, we always say it's the batter's game, but you've lived up to the expectations of the team. Tell us about the surface and what was the responsibility given to you?
Yeah, so I think the surface was batting friendly, as you can see by the scores made. But I just had to stay disciplined, bowl some variations and hope for the best.
Well, starting off the tournament with a bang, tell us about the future and talk us about the strategy going forward.
Yeah, I think one area of my game that I have to improve on is my pace. So that's probably my next goal, but I'm going to have to keep trying to put my best performances in the D tournaments in the future.
Thank you for talking to us and have a good one.
Thank you.
Well, that was the player of the match, Yug Sharma, for his incredible bowling performance. That's all we have from the post-match presentation.